Greetings to you wherever you are in this world. This is Michelle Strickland. This is the first night for the live show, kicking it on the chase with Chelle. And the whole point is that uh, we want to build a community with like minded people while we're promoting an alternative to social networking. Okay. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do to fill up time until we get built up and stuff like that is that I will I have some information that I'll just kind of talk to you about, and then whoever decides to listen to it at a later date, they can listen to it just so I can fill up time, but also give you some information that can possibly help you. Because mental health is something that I really want us to promote on this channel. So that's why I feel like the lines of communication are very important for them to be open for people to be able to talk about their problems. Okay. So I'm going to give you some ideas about some things. So I'm getting ready to get started. Okay. Then once we build up, then I will go away from so much instructing you, and I'll go to like just us just chatting as a community. I won't necessarily have an agenda, but for right now, until it gets built up, I'm just going to give you some information, and then you can look at it at a later time at your convenience. Okay. But I'm going to be showing up for you on Fridays and Saturdays at 10 o'clock p.m. And, I'm going to I'm going to stay an hour. If I don't quite stay an hour, then I'll just, once it builds up, then I'll stay a little bit longer. But until I get it built up, I might not stay on as long. But I just want to show you that I'm going to be consistent, and I want to be here for you on Friday and Saturday. It'll be 10 o'clock. It'll be at least an hour, as it progresses, and maybe a little bit longer. And then, so I'm going to be doing the Friday and Saturdays all the way up until December the 30th. Let's see. On Sundays, I drop PSA videos. And so that's what's happening on Sunday. And then on Tuesdays, I have a social skills lesson. They're very short lessons. They're just little reminders for people. And then this coming Saturday, not this Saturday, I mean the next week, then I have a children's story that I'm gonna videotape for the parents, and I'll release it on a Saturday so that you can show your kids, whenever you feel it's appropriate for yourself to do that. But what I think I'm going to start with is I'm going to give you some ideas on how to deal with trauma. Okay. Dealing with trauma is a sensitive and complex process. It's important to remember that seeking professional help from a therapist or counselor is crucial. Here are some practical tips to help cope with trauma. Seek professional help. A trained therapist can provide the necessary support and guidance. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Starts with yourself, you know. It starts with yourself. Establish a safety plan. Create a plan to ensure your physical and emotional safety. There's all kinds of different things going on with people, and so we got to be real conscious of that. And you can relate that to whatever your situation may be. Okay. Acknowledge your feelings. Allow yourself to feel the emotions associated with your trauma. Now that's, seems like, why would I want to do that? Because you can heal. It's not easy, but it's better for you to go ahead and go through it and just get past it. And then, yeah, it takes time. I had to do it. It was horrible, but I'm much better now. I'm healing. I had to deal with all of those things, and I still have traumas that I'm dealing with even to this day. So I definitely am going to try and follow some of this advice myself. Practice grounding techniques. Engage your senses to stay present in the moment. One thing that I do to ground is I go outside, like when it's summertime or something like that, or when it's not, you know, cold. I walk barefoot. I walk in the grass or stuff like that barefoot. But whatever you figure is grounding for you. Okay. Practice deep breathing. Deep, slow breaths can help calm your nervous system, and that's true. Uh-huh. That's true. Establish a routine. Consistency can provide a sense of stability and control. That's true. And that's one thing, even though this may sound like, petty, but that's why I want to be here every Friday and Saturday for you, at least, at 10 o'clock. And if nobody shows up, then I'll leave early. I'll shut the live down early. But I want to be consistent for you, so you know that you have a safe place you can go to and talk to other adults wherever they're located about whatever it is that you want to talk about. Leave the lines of communication open. The only thing I'm asking is that people just be respectable and respectful, because once we get different cultures from all over the world involved, we want to make sure that we're sensitive, you know, and don't want to try to, make anybody feel bad about anything. So set boundaries. Clearly communicate your needs and limits to others. That's very important. That's important. Engage in a relaxation techniques like meditation, yoga, or progressive muscle relaxation can help. Limit exposure to triggers. That's a rough one. Identify and avoid situations or stimuli that trigger, distress and emotions. And when you're going through trauma, if you're just, especially if you're just coming out of it, a lot of it is hard. It's not easy, but you have to make up within your own mind, that you want to heal. You don't get over it, you get past it. Express yourself. Use journaling, art, or other creative outlets to process your feelings. I write a lot. I do. You know, find something to do. You know, be useful. Connect with supportive people. Seek out friends and family who can provide understanding and encouragement. Watch that. Just, try to talk to somebody that you know is a responsible person, somebody that you can look and see, oh, yeah, okay, they seem like they would be somebody that knows what they're talking about. You want to be careful asking just any and everybody, for advice. Try to make sure they're trustworthy people. Nourish your body. Eat balanced meals. Stay hydrated and prioritize physical well-being. That's very important. I think we all know that. Engage in physical activity. Exercise can help regulate emotions and reduce stress. And that's true. After you work out and stuff, like, you be tired, sometimes, but then sometimes you feel more invigorated. Practice mindfulness. Cultivate awareness of the present moment without judgment. Yeah, that's something that we got to, all probably work on, is learning how to be in the present and not think, always worrying about any other time, the past or the present, the right now. That's important. That's very important. When you find yourself constantly thinking about stuff that's gone, and if you don't have any benefit, if it's not going to benefit you, then don't try not to keep rehashing all of that stuff. Try to just let it go. Start thinking about something else, change your train of thought. Educate yourself about trauma. Understanding the effects of trauma can help normalize your experiences. And I know a lot of people are probably like, why would I want to go learn about trauma? So you get over it. So you can get over it. Avoid self-medication. Substances can provide temporary relief, but can exacerbate long-term issues. So, you just have to be real careful, what you're doing. You just don't want to get caught up and make things worse. So just be careful. Engage in relaxing activities. Take baths, listen to calming music, or engage in other soothing activities. I take showers. Sometimes if I just need to relax, I just take a shower, an extra shower or whatever. And I'll walk. I go and walk down to the park. Listen to my music. I listen to music all the time. And I write. This is my new hobby, because I had retired. But the Heavenly Host, decided that he had something else for me to do. I had some other stuff I was going to work on, but then I got distracted from that. But I'm not going into that. That's a whole other issue. So this is a direction I wasn't expecting to head into, but this is where God wanted me to be. So I really want to be an advocate and a mentor for you all. So I'm going to give back. This is my way to do it and provide, an ear to hear, to listen to what it is you're going through, and try to maybe find some practical solutions, that you can be able to use to your benefit. Okay. I got to this is just my first night. And so I got to get I have, a lot of stuff prepared, but I just, I don't have everything I don't have all my materials in front of me. I got to get that more organized. So, I'll get everything really organized, but I'll have possibly some suggestions for you that can help you in your situation, wherever you are, wherever you live in your local area, give you some basic information. That's the whole point. Practice gratitude. Focus on positive aspects of your life, no matter how small. Yeah, I do that. I'm just thankful that I have a place to live, that I'm able to pay my bills. I'm blessed. I feel blessed for that, and I can't eat every day. Anything else is just a bonus, you know. So try to work on that. And a lot of us, we think that we're doing so bad, but if you could see how bad other people, how difficult other people have it in other countries, you would think differently. Because some people are living in situations that you wouldn't believe, and you think you have it bad, but you really living like kings and queens. Utilize coping strategies. Develop healthy ways to manage stress, such as progressive muscle relaxation or guided imagery. You could just kind of look that up, you know. A lot of stuff you can be able to do from home, certain things. Practice patience. Healing takes time, and progress may be slow. Sometimes it just is, don't rush yourself, but don't also keep dwelling on what you've been through. Try to get past it, Try to get past it. I know we've all had some bad moments, a lot of us have, but we got to reach a point where we're like, okay, look, that's enough of the feeling bad about stuff, when do you forgive yourself? You got to forgive yourself, whatever it is, all of us. Everybody. Challenge negative thoughts. Replace self-critical or negative thoughts with more balanced perspectives. Don't talk down on your own self. Don't be critical on your own self. you know Try to think positive thoughts. Yeah, I can do it. I will do it. Not I can't do it and I won't do it. You get me? Set realistic goals. Break down larger tasks into smaller manageable steps. And that's what I have to do sometimes with some of the things that I'm doing, is that I have so many things that I want to work on. But when I try to work on, sometimes when I try to work on them all at the same time, it just defeats the purpose sometimes, because it becomes too scattered. So try to focus on your smaller ones, the things that need to be done first if you can, and then get that out the way. Then go on to what the next thing would be, the next priority, and just try to break it down like that if you can. Now, sometimes you have to multitask and do stuff. I've been there and I've done that too. But I notice that as often as I possibly can, when I'm able to just, even if I have other stuff, if I'm able to focus my attention on one thing at a time, and then I'll move it to the side, and then I'll grab, instead of going back and forth. But sometimes you have to. I've been there and done it, so I know it can be done. And, I'm just in a perfect situation. That's all I'm saying. It's better to be organized. Try to do just, be disciplined about your movements and the way you plan your things, and prioritize what needs to be done first, stuff like that. Just keep it stuff simple. Celebrate your progress. Acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. I celebrate my what I think is an achievement. You know, I don't necessarily always tell everybody when I've achieved something. I might keep that to myself, but I might do something nice for myself whenever when I've achieved something. I do something special for myself. Whatever that would be for you. And celebrate that. I just want you to remember too that healing from trauma is a journey. It really is. It's important to be patient with yourself and to seek professional help if needed. Additionally, if you're in immediate danger or crisis, please reach out to a trusted friend, a family member, or a helpline in your community, okay, or in your country. Okay. I'm going to stay on this a little bit longer. Nobody's showing up, but I'm just going to still be consistent. And once people start seeing that I'm here on Friday and Saturday, then it'll build up. I'm going to go ahead and go over something else that I think is really important. Okay. This is something I think would be kind of good to go over just a little bit. It's some tips and resources on ways to seek professional help. Whether you're poor or you're rich. Okay. So let me just give you some suggestions. I'm gonna deal with the folks who have a limited financial resource. I'm gonna deal with that first. Okay. Seeking professional help is a crucial step towards mental well-being, regardless of one's financial situation. And here are some tips and resources to help you find a trained therapist, whether you're on a limited budget or have more financial resources. Okay, for people with limited financial resources, community health, community mental health centers, uh, in your community, usually they have public mental health centers that offer low cost or sliding scale fee services based on your income. Okay, and then nonprofit organizations like National Alliance on Mental Illness or local mental health charities, often provide resources and support also. So just keep this in mind. You can always go back and listen to the video again. Organizations like the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline or the Crisis Text Line offer immediate help and can guide you towards low cost resources. Okay. Some universities offer counseling services to community members at a reduced cost or for free. Websites like Open Path Collective or Psychology Today allow you to search for therapists who offer reduced fees based on income. Platforms like BetterHelp or Talkspace offer more affordable therapy options compared to traditional in person sessions. While this isn't a substitute for professional therapy, support groups can provide a valuable source of community and understanding. So you could check, you know, with your local community government and ask about, um, see if there's any support groups, or just go online and look and see if there's any support groups. Just, pull it up online. Some workplaces offer EAPs that provide short-term counseling services at no cost to the employee. And then training institutes for therapists often offer low-cost sessions with supervised trainees. Okay, you might want to try like your your I don't know if all states are different and different communities are different, you know. But here in the States, sometimes there's city hospitals, sometimes there's county hospitals, sometimes there's state hospitals, Um, so you can check there too. But as we grow this channel, then as people communicate, then we'll be able to figure out, what's really happening wherever it is, wherever you live. For people with more financial resources, you can search for therapists in private practice who may not accept insurance but can offer specialized care. Psychiatrists and psychologists, you might want to consider seeing a psychiatrist for medication management in addition to a psychologist for, talk therapy. And you can explore premium therapy services like Talkspace, which may offer more specialized and convenient options. Concierge or concierge or executive mental health services. There's some providers that offer specialized services for high net worth individuals with added convenience and confidentiality. Holistic or alternative therapies. You can explore options like art therapy or mindfulness retreats, which may be more available for those with financial resources. Workshops and retreats. Look for mental health workshops or retreats that provide immersive experiences with skilled therapists. Okay. Well, this is just the first. This is just the first live, and I went ahead and just read something so that I could be on here for a while. Once it gets built up, I won't be. I won't be doing this. I won't be doing that. We'll be just talking. I might have a notebook, beside me that might have some information, basic information, but I don't plan to be trying to instruct or anything when we have the Friday and Saturday night lives, for the adults. This is gonna be for us to socialize with each other, a different way to socialize with each other from all over the world. So I know that there's nobody here and I'm talking to myself right now, but that's okay. Because I'm going to still be here until I get people to, figure out this is going to be a cool place to be. So I'm just burning up a few more minutes. And then I'll probably log off in a few more minutes, But I just want to be a mentor for you, a support system and build this channel up. And once I get it built up, then I want to get product endorsements, especially for you young families, So that's it's not going to just be let's kick it and that's it. No, eventually once I build it up, I'm going to try to get get some other things going that could possibly really, be a resource that can really help people, I do have a store, but I'm still working on that. I'm not in a hurry for that kind of stuff, I'm not. But I do have some products that I'll put on my page, but I'm not in a hurry for that. That doesn't right now I'm just here to give back. So I'm not really, I just want to get things built up so that we can have a community where we can be able to socialize with people all over the world and get to and meet people, because everybody doesn't go out, but they want to socialize with some adults and they want it to be in a clean way. They want to be somewhere where they can feel relatively safe and where they're not going to be taken advantage of, but in a situation that's alive, as opposed to just sending. I don't know. This is at least with it being live. I think this will give us an opportunity, in how we interact with each other. It's going to be a little bit different, but I think it'll be a wonderful opportunity for people. Anyway, I want to thank you, even though I'm the only person talking to myself right now. But it's the first night. I don't plan to be, like I said, I don't plan to be lecturing, every Friday and Saturday. I'm just doing this until we get it built up and get people in the room, in the chat. Okay? So I want you to know I appreciate you, even though you're going to probably be listening to this later, whoever you are. And just remember, smile this day anyway, and reach out to one person at a time, one person at a time, one person at a time, okay?